In Berlin, people have gathered around a major refugee centre in protest at the treatment of refugees. In the UK, however, there's one asylum centre that costs more than the world's most luxurious hotels. RT's Boyko sent this report.
A gym, a basketball court, a library, a chef, 24-hour healthcare and counselling, and even your own personal interpreter if you need one. We can't go inside, but it's not a luxury hotel or even a rehab facility for the burnt-out, rich and famous. This is an immigration centre for failed asylum seekers who have been told that they have to leave the country. So they're brought here for the final 72 hours, 3 days, preceding their removal from the UK. It was set up in 2011 and it's staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The only problem is that the government paid over £6 million to run this place last year. In that time, just 62 people stayed here. That works out at over £100,000 per person per night. Well, for a fraction of that cost, the British government could have hired out one of London's most expensive hotel suites. One night at London's Mandarin Oriental in the Royal Suite would have set them back not £100,000, but just £15,000. For that, they'd get a bottomless minibar, a personal butler, and views over Hyde Park. Now, an independent review by Britain's former prisons ombudsman has issued a scathing judgment about the way the government is spending taxpayers' money.
I recommend that the pre-departure accommodation at Cedars should be closed or its use changed. My overriding impression was of a misdirection of public money that could be better used for other purposes. The centre has had no residents on either of the two occasions I have visited. Current use of the centre is simply unacceptable at a time of financial austerity.
We got in touch with the Home Office to ask them why they're spending so much on keeping Cedars staffed when it's so underused. This is what they told us.
The low-level use of Cedars is a testament to the success of the returns process, and that more families are accepting voluntary assistance to leave the UK when they no longer have a lawful basis to stay here. The ongoing cost of pre-departure accommodation is under review.
Well, back when it was open, the then Deputy Prime Minister Nick Clegg championed Cedars. He said that even if they have been told to leave the country, families need a decent stopping-off point before they board a plane, that it's a necessary part of a civilised society. But at a cost of over £6 million over the past year, and with just 62 people staying here, British taxpayers might think otherwise. Reporting from Crawley and London, I'm Boyko.
A Palestinian